Well, hi everybody. It's your boy Ray. Today is February 18th, 2015. And yeah, I'm recording this on Wednesday. I haven't been really recording any clips out of the week because I think I talked enough about the power days. So I wanted to stop doing that. And plus my vlogs have been reaching like 18-minute videos. I wonder if I could be over here. I think I'm still kind of in shadow because of, you know what, let's just raise this up. Ugh. This is gonna hurt. Anyways, yeah, the vlogs were getting along, and I don't want to talk so much, especially like stuff that I'm repeating a lot. And I think the problem with that is I haven't really been spacing out my sentences to be able to have a spot where I could splice a clip in there. I tend to kind of just blurb, and everything is merged together. So I'm working on that, but I want to try and keep the vlogs maybe like 10 minutes tops. You know, something shorter and simple, and you know I don't have to explain a lot of things so much. So yeah, let's start it with today's vlog. So in miscellaneous news, before I get into the training stuff, Diablo 3 Season 2 started as of last Friday. I haven't been paying attention too much of it because of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. That is a much more enjoyable game for me to play compared to Diablo 3, so I'm not paying so much to PC gaming anymore. 3DS gaming, that's what's in right now. I got a wizard up to max level, and I think currently he is sitting at Paragon 50. So nothing too bad. He has a lot of and no, so he has a lot of good equipment on him. You know, it's usable. I think I could work Torment 2, probably push up to Torment 3 fairly easily. It's just the play style of it is kind of new. I haven't really adjusted to it because of the new season ring that drops for wizards. It changes up the gameplay of it. It's a ring that basically utilizes ice armor, which is basically just a melee damage reduction armor compared to the other enchantment armors where you know it's more for ranged combat, but I'm more melee combat with my build. So that's kind of changed things. But Monster Hunter 4, man, that's a fun game. That is a ridiculously fun game, and I've been bringing my Palico into work as of lately. Yeah, my Palico pin. I'm going to the Capcom store and I'm going to get the Bracky and the Kutku pairs from them. You know, even though it's like $10, it'll be worth it. So yeah, so that's what I've been playing as of late. Monster Hunter 4 is more focused. Here and there, playing a little bit of Diablo 3 just to work up the Paragon. Eventually, I do want to get to Paragon 100 before I'd be like, you know what, I'm done. Paragon 100, that's what I want to do. So yeah, that's all the gaming news that I want to talk about for now, or all the miscellaneous stuff. So for the Power Day that happened Sunday and Monday, I just want to talk about that briefly. So Sunday, I decided to just fully adopt Olympic squat high bar. It works for me. I'm comfortable with it. You know, maybe I'll revisit low bar if I'm thinking about, you know, maybe working a powerlifting type scheme. But other than that, I'm just going to lift what's comfortable for me, and I'm just going to stick with that. And also on Sunday's lower body power day, I started practicing deadlifts. Now with the deadlifts, I'm starting from scratch. I'm going to be utilizing the sumo deadlifts. You know, I'm going to start from scratch, you know, 225, and I'm going to do strength sets. I'm going to do sets of 5. And also thinking of a rep scheme for the leg days for the high bar squat, I'm going to focus more on 3s because I feel more comfortable doing 3s rather than to try and squat for 5s. I feel like I get more text out trying to hit 5s than 3s. So I'm probably going to work with like a 5x3 scheme for my heavy ass squats. And so for the power days on upper body, for bench press, in contrast to the squat scheme, I feel more comfortable utilizing 5 reps for bench press because, you know, I feel like I have the mental fortitude to do that compared to squats. So I'm going to utilize 5x5 for, or not 5x5, but you know, a 5 rep scheme for my flat bench press progression, and also PR on flat bench press 225 for I was about to say for one set 225 for 9 reps, so one more rep away from 10. So for today's or this week's hypertrophy, since it's still another kind of like an oddball week because I haven't really found my stride with hypertrophy training. This week I'm going to revisit German volume training. Yeah, so so for my focus German volume training, like main lift movements, for today's push day, I'm going to utilize incline bench press, and for squats or for leg day, it's going to be high bar squats hopefully. Maybe for like leg day on Thursday, I may do not high, not a 10 by 10, but maybe like a 10 by 8. And then for back day, bent over row. Pretty simple. So with that in mind, doing a 10 by 10, basically in relation to the volume that I'm doing for myself, I don't have to do like another assistance movement that replicates that movement. So like with squats, I wouldn't want to do leg press. I would do leg press again. For bench press, I would do like maybe a dumbbell variation. But in this case, doing a 10 by 10 on one lift, it's basically a 2-in-1 for me. So I wouldn't have to do that, and I could just move on to accessory work. Pretty simple. And that's the plan of the week for me. Nothing really too like outrageous, but German volume training is outrageous for me. And man, oddly enough, today is extremely sunny. So it's like spring now, but it's Washington weather. It's bound to rain maybe tomorrow or the weekend or something like that. I don't check the weather lately, but yeah, that's the plan for that's what happened for the power days. This is the plan for the rest of the week. I may record a little bit in between. I already talked about the miscellaneous stuff, so yeah, let's try to keep the vlogs a little bit more shorter. And I have something to talk about. I'll probably leave it at the later video, but if not, bye bye, peace out, and I'll see you next week. Blame it on the rain. Bring your Palico to work day. You're an idiot. All right, so before I head into work, I just want to say that yesterday I did start German volume training for my push day. I did barbell incline bench press and dumbbell seated shoulder presses for my 10 by 10 movements. And usually, like when you do German volume training, the basic idea is to do a 10 by 10 and limit the amount of extra accessory work you want to do, because you're going to be taxed out doing 10 sets of 10 reps. But in this case, I felt really recovered yesterday. So I was able to do some, if not most of my typical accessory work, and still feel pretty good about it. But today though, today's leg day, and I'm not looking forward to it because it's 10 sets of 10 doing a squat. Ugh, that's a bad feeling. But for the other movement, a hamstring based movement, I'm going to try Romanian deadlifts. Last time I did German volume training, I did lion leg curls for that second 10 by 10. So I'm going to try Romanian deadlifts this time to see how it works, because I love the stretch factor when you're doing a Romanian or even a stiff leg deadlift. And, I'm going to see if that's going to work a lot better for me, especially it being more of a compound movement compared to lion leg curls or seated leg curls where it's more isolated. So yeah, I'm going to give that a shot for today. And I'm probably going to need to make a playlist just to get my mindset in the squats, because it's going to take a lot for me to get focused to do 10 sets of 10. I don't know how I did it last time, but I did. So hopefully I'll be able to do it this time, because I'm a lot stronger, I'm a lot more composed. But shit, it's squats. All right, so it is about there's a better time right there. It's about almost 10, quarter till 10, and I am here in the kitchen going to make my meal. So this is about maybe roughly 2 servings left of pasta. So I'm gonna have 1 serving of this pasta. I have some leftover fish and chicken that I prepped the day before. So little fixins right here. Got me some Tabasco sauce, and I have some Classico. Let's look at the macros really quick on it. This is for the pasta. Can you focus? I gotta stand still real quick. Yeah, so there's the macros right there. Filled me up a water bottle as I prepare all my food to drink, and I'm also gonna get some rice over there, about like a cup. This one? No, this one. So, yeah, think about that. So I just got done finishing I guess the German volume training for this cycle, I guess. I don't think I'll revisit it again because leg day killed me. Oh, squats. It hurts. But today's Friday, so today's pull day wasn't really so bad. I had to lower the weight just a tad bit to make sure that I could get 10 sets of 10 in. So I did bent over row, and I did a plate load pull down with the pre-core machine. So yeah, and it was pretty fun. But other than that, I don't think I'll revisit again for next week. I like to have a little bit of variety when I do my exercises. I just felt bored just doing like one exercise over and over and over again, or it felt like I was doing it over and over and over again. So, but it does work. Like I had a wicked pump after the workout, and even Wednesday's push day. That was like, whew, wow, that felt really good. But it got me thinking, just that amount of volume, like the weight I'm pushing, like today, the day before, and Wednesday, just the amount of weight that I pushed on these hypertrophy days got me thinking, I should be aware that, like, my total volume for the workouts when I do my hypertrophy work. So next week, I'll go back to my regular old thing, but I got to think about, just how much weight I'm pushing, and am I doing more? Am I doing less? Am I doing sufficient enough? I guess I got to feel it out, but I should be hitting weights, 10, 15 reps, moderate weights, as much as I can, for, my 3 to 4, 5 sets, whatever. Yeah, so back to the old drawing board next week, or back to the old plan next week. And yeah, now let's cut the vlog off.